All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rekakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostle, great millstone, who teach and rule well. Shalom to you brothers out there, pushing this word in all truth and sincerity, making your bodies a living sacrifice. Salakia. Tonight's lesson, I just wanted to get into, I just happened to the holder that I stumbled across at like a thrift shop or whatnot, that was holding my swords, right? It's many of you are familiar with the fairy tale, the Disney fairy tale, wicked Disney fairy tale, the Sleeping Beauty, right? But right here, I'm through the spirit, man. This, and I don't know wicked shit, man, but this figure, this man, this austere man is representing to me, just speaking as a man, but also through the spirit, is Yahweh Shai, right? And who's the sleeping beauty? Israel, man. Yasharahla, sleep, right? Many of our Jake brothers and sisters are, again, groping in noonday, man. I'm gonna get that. It just popped in my head, sleep, and they're off the wine of Babylon. They go off of all these vain philosophies, wicked, again, movies like this. They go off of it, believing in it, believing in false gods, believing in material, ill-gotten gains. And I'm gonna read this quote real quick on the back. And this is, so this was a quote from the princess. It reads, "They say if you dream a thing more than once, it's sure to come true." Now, I will say that's true, man, because the hopeful elect, we dream, we dream, we hope, we pray, and we often see, as it speaks in, I believe it's the book of Ezekiel, your young men shall dream dreams, and if I'm butchering it, Salakia, and your women shall have visions, basically, roughly paraphrasing that, because a lot of the things that we dream and we want on the right-hand side of righteousness, man, it comes to us via Yahweh Shem Shah, man. So I'll read it again. They say, if you dream a thing more than once, it's sure to come true. And I've seen him so many times. Woo! We've seen Yahweh Shah so many times, man. Right? That's just a little quick lesson, man. I just happened to be at work here. Spirit hit me to do a lesson, man. So I'm gonna open up with Ezekiel 37, verse 1. The hand of the Lord, the hand of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, was upon me and carried me out in the spirit. See, we know that this is spiritual, man. This is a spiritual walk. This ain't no carnal thing, right? Now, we see things, again, we see things in the flesh because we're in the flesh, but also, because we got our five senses, picking up things. But a lot of what we don't see is the spirit world, man. All right. And carried me out in the spirit of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones. And we see this, man, being that this Lord, punched us with this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. We see that, again, like even a few of our brothers, man, we mentioned that we've hit the spiritual lottery, man. We mean that because we see things, we put the they live glasses on, right? And we see things on the righteous side and how they should have been from from the beginning of time until now. But hey, this is the Lord's movie. This is his time to show us, after we, Sleeping Beauty, the woman, Israel, Yasharahla, we went off, So I'm continuing on. and caused me to pass by them round about, and behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Lord, power, thou knowest, right? And we see that today, man. We'll be in the midst of our workplaces, workspaces, and, we see all types of just wickedness amongst the land. We see Jake defiling their temple. I mentioned that to a close, person in this truth earlier, how they like to, defile their temple with smoking and, drinking and all sorts of vile things, and, we're supposed to be seeking the Lord. We're supposed to be coming back to him and adorning ourselves and getting the blood off our hands, man. We're trying to become that bride, on the day of her wedding, so to speak, right? The virgin daughter of Yasharahla. Okay, yeah. And say unto verse 4, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. Oh, Salakia. Let me start up. Verse 4. Again he saith unto me, prophesy unto these bones. What do we do every camp, every week, day in and day out with our epistles? What are we doing? Prophesying, man, because we're seers. We're the seers of this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding on our watchtower, right? So that's why, the Lord will have us in our office to bring out his word. And he said it again. I'll read it again. He said unto me, prophesy upon these bones and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. What do we constantly do, man? We're not going to beat you over the head with it. We're just going to deliver the message. If you get it, you get it, like our elders before us, man. If you don't get it, we're moving on, right? Thus saith the Lord, power unto these bones. Behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. This is this breath, this book, right? This Apocrypha, along with the Bible, Old and New Testament. There ain't no half-seas or picking what we like the most, man. We ate the whole roll. We understand our role in this. We understand that, there's going to be, there's going to be a righteous side. There's going to be a left-hand side, and then we're holding office and we're holding true to what Yahweh Shem Shah would have us do, which is to prophesy to you wicked-ass niggas. Here you go. I'm going to bring out Deuteronomy. Matter of fact, I'll get it. What was it? Let's see. Yeah, that's what I want. Deuteronomy, I mentioned it earlier, 28 and verse, what is it? I was on it. Yep, I was on it already. 28 and verse 29. And thou shalt grope at noonday. So hold on. Let me go back. Let me go up a little bit. This is verse 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart. That's what a lot of Jakes got right now. Astonishment of heart, madness, blindness, right? They can't see Yahweh Shem Shah, right? They don't understand judgment. They don't understand the gifts that we are promised, They don't understand miracles, right? They don't understand Yahweh nor Yahweh Shah, okay? In verse 29, and thou shalt grope at noonday as the blind gropeth in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee. That's a good verse for Deuteronomy 28 and 68. No man shall buy thee, right? No man shall get you up out of this. The only man ain't gonna be some blonde hair, blue eyed, devil is going to be an austere man with a fro, right? You know, pouring out power, wisdom, austereness, voice of many waters, man, right? That's a powerful entity that we serve, the Alpha and Omega, okay? Which leads me to let me get it real quick. Okay, I don't want that. Let's see, I'm trying to find it. While I'm looking for that, I'm gonna just get into Edamon, man. Yep, I'm gonna get a few words out of the etymology, right, that we just read. Astonish, 13th century. To stun, strike, senseless. Senseless, a lot of you niggas are senseless. To daze, deafen, astound, okay? To leave someone thunderstruck. Ooh, thunderstruck, man. The meaning, amazed, shock with wonder. And a lot of these Disney movies when we were younger had a lot of shock and wonder in it, you know? There was a lot of things on the left-hand side, witchcraft and warlock stuff going on. But also, even in the times now, like we just covered, a lot of brothers just covered about these hurricanes, man. Thunderstruck, to leave someone thunderstruck. You know, we hear oftentimes folks actually struck by lightning, right? And that's a stun. You know, that can stop your movements, man. You know, the Lord can do just that. And it's even worse when you're blind. So that's why when Jake get that sudden judgment when they scream peace and safety. Matter of fact, let's get that. That other precept hasn't come to my remembrance yet, but Lord willing, I can get it. But what? When they scream peace and safety? Sudden destruction, right? Let's see. Bear with me, I can. Let me see. Come on, man. Esau would try to stop. Would try to stop me. See if I can get it in this other app. Bear with me, I can. 1 sec. Hey, man, the Lord makes a way, man. We either going to go around you, through you, under you, over you. No matter what, this truth gonna land its points. It's gonna hit its marks. That's right. 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, shalom and safety, right? Then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, man, and they shall not escape. So we see a lot of this, man, and a lot of you people of the earth are just, again, remedial, man, reprobate, you know. Y'all can look destruction right in your eyes and still think that you're mightier than it. You know, you think that you're stronger than Yahweh Shemal Shah. You're just a mortal, man. You're just a mortal. Flesh and bone, like we just read, right? Dry bones. But the precept that I wanted, precept that I wanted early. I'm gonna track that down. I mean, that's perfect, man. Because when they say peace and safety, and again, you can see clearly that these people don't understand judgment. You know, why did Pookie and Ray Ray deserve that? Man, come on, man. Let's see. Here we go. Ezekiel 16. Now this is pertaining again to that sleeping beauty, man, but also the unfaithfulness of Israel, right? The unfaithful wife, Jerusalem, right? In the NLT. Go ahead and read this whole, if you can see it. Hold on. Start at 1. It's a lot of meat on this chapter, man. But I'm gonna start at I'll start at verse 1. This is in the GNT. Then another message. This is Ezekiel 16:1 in the GNT. Then another message came to me from the Lord, Yahweh Shai, Son of Man, confront Jerusalem with her detestable sins. Give her this message from the sovereign Lord. Let's look that word up, sovereign. Yep. I love the Edamon, bro. Gives you a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge. So the word sovereign, late 13th century, superior, ruler, master, who is superior to or has power over another, the power of all, man. Yahweh Shemel Shai, right? Sovereign, Lord. Look at that. I ain't making this up. Lord, ruler, noun of an adjective meaning highest, supreme, chief. He's the chief, man. Here we go. King. We're gonna skip over that. Ain't no queens in Israel, man. If anybody tries to debate that, man, I mean, you could easily debunk it. It's all through the scriptures. There was no queens, right? One who exercises dominion over people, recognized supreme ruler of a realm. The Lord is the ruler of all realms, man. Alpha and Omega. The beginning and ending, saith the Lord. It says what? Also of church authorities, we are the church, okay? And heads of orders of houses, as well as local civic officials, okay? So again, that's to back up how much power Yahweh Shemel Shai possesses. Yep, where were we? Okay. And I want to continue verse 3. You are nothing but a Canaanite. Your father was an Amorite, and your mother was a Hittite. On the day you were born, no one cared about you. Your umbilical cord was not cut. You were never washed, rubbed with salt, wrapped and clothed. No one had the slightest interest in you. No one pitied you or cared for you. On the day you were born, you were unwanted, dumped in the field, and left to die. And we know that's definitely, we see that today on a lot of Jake women are leaving and doing the same acts, man. They're doing the very same acts, right? And this is Yahweh Shai basically describing, man, like we were unwanted, you know. But I came by and saw you there, helplessly kicking about in your own blood as you lay there. I said, live. He gave us, and with that live, I'm gonna just say, he gave us all the blessings, man. He gave us, he's keeping the promise, you know, for the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And I helped you to thrive like a plant, verse 7, and I helped you to thrive like a plant in the field. You grew up and became a beautiful jewel. Woo! That's why the scripture talk about if you find a good wife, her value is more precious than rubies, man, because there's so many wicked women out here, and we see that and we feel that on a high level. It can take you a woman could take you out of this truth, man. They could completely destroy you. You know, you grew up and became a beautiful jewel. Your breasts became full, and your body hair grew, but you were still naked. And when I passed by again, I saw that you were old enough for love, of age, right? So I wrapped my cloak around you to cover your nakedness and declared my marriage vows. Now, of course, you can see the comparison today as well. You see a little girl, and I'm talking about a little baby, man. You see her she can get away with, stammering, stumbling, crawling in her little diapers, at the age of 2 or whatnot, right? And the mother or the father or both might not put a shirt on her. She's not developed, right, at that point. But the Lord is reiterating with the growth of a woman. Once they start to develop, hey man, even before then, you need to come on and put clothe yourself, man. You can't just be walking around like that, So he's giving us that clarity. Like, look, I done burped you, I done bathed you, I done washed the blood off you. I done wrapped you in swaddling clothes. Like, man, come on, here it is. And now that you're of age, you start you feeling yourself kind of, you not taking direction or correction as you should. And we can see that, man, Once a woman becomes around the ages of, even now, 14 to 19, they just be on their own, 20 even, I'll say from 14 to 21, I've heard, I don't have a daughter of my own yet, but I've heard they're hell on wheels. They just have a lot with them. I'll just say that. A lot going on. They finding themselves, they doing their own thing, makeup, all types of things, man, right? I made a covenant with you. That's that covenant that he made with our forefathers. I made a covenant with you, says the sovereign Lord, Yasharahla, and you became mine. Then I bathed you and washed you off your blood, see? Washed off your blood. And I rubbed fragrant oils into your skin. I gave you expensive clothing of fine linen and silk, beautifully embroidered, and sandals made of fine goatskin leather. Verse 11, I gave you lovely jewelry, bracelets, beautiful necklaces, a ring for your nose, earrings for your ears, and a lovely crown for your head. So Israel's that princess, man, being adorned for the Lord, right? And we see that with our women today. They love decking themselves with jewelry, bracelets, and it's all lawful, as far as, rings for their ears and nose. It's nothing like, Jake women with their ears pierced and stuff. It's totally lawful. And vice versa for the Akim out there, right? And so you were adorned with gold and silver. Your clothes were made of fine linen and costly fabric and were beautifully embroidered. You ate the finest foods, choice flour, honey, and olive oil, and became more beautiful than ever. You looked like a princess, and so you were. Your fame soon spread throughout the world because, everybody knows about the children of Israel, man. Even to this day, man, they know about the events that happened in Egypt. They know about Noah's Ark. They know that the Lord has been with a certain people, and it's not them small hats in the land right now, them issues, the rats, okay? So you, hold on, Slaki, okay. verse 14, continuing on Ezekiel 16, your fame soon spread throughout the world because of your beauty. And there's nothing more beautiful than a woman from the 12 tribes, man. That's just plain and put. It's nothing more beautiful to gaze upon without lusting, right? I'm just stating the facts. I dressed you in my splendor and perfected your beauty, says the sovereign Lord. Here's where we go off, man, right? But you thought your fame and beauty were your own, getting that big head pride spirit, man. That's what Jake is now. Even the men, everybody, all 12 tribes, man. They renounced, the one who brought them up. You didn't get it out the mud by yourself, right? The Lord was there with you from day one. He's been our day one, but y'all choose to reject him. You thought your fame and your beauty were your own, so you gave yourself as a prostitute to every man who came along, defiling that temple, right? Defiling your spirit, spiritual fornication and fleshly fornication. Your beauty was theirs for the asking. You used the lovely things I gave you to make shrines for idols, and we see that, man. Northern Kingdom, Southern Kingdom, we see that. That's what's going on all throughout, especially Babylon, man. Babylon the Great, which is a.k.a. America, a.k.a. Egypt, spiritually Rome. Nothing has changed. Look at all the infrastructure of America, and then go back and do your research, okay? Where you played the prostitute. Unbelievable. Exclamation mark, man. He's pissed. How could such a thing ever happen? You took the very jewels and gold and silver ornaments I had given you and made status of men and worshiped them. This is adultery against me. And I'm gonna stop right there, man. You can I'm gonna keep going. It's a lot. This is adultery against me, verse 18. You used the beautiful embroidered clothes I gave you to dress your idols. Then you used my special oil, my incense, to worship them. Imagine it. He's pissed, on fire. Any man that's joined to a woman and they go off whoring around, it burns you, man. It burns you from the inside. You set before them as a sacrifice the choice flour, olive oil, and honey I had given to you, says the sovereign Lord, Yahweh Shai. Then you took your sons and daughters, the children you had born for me, and sacrificed them to gods. We've seen that like movies like Apocalypto, okay? This is why Israel is asleep. This is why, man. This is why we went into captivity over and over, man. Because of this transgression, man. Over and over, man. Every time we seem to get delivered, we go right back into wickedness. Was your prostitution not enough? Must you also slaughter my children by sacrificing them to idols? In all your years of adultery and detestable sin, you have not once remembered the days long ago when you lay naked in the field, kicking about your own blood. Read the rest of this, man. I encourage you, this shows how Israel, the Sleeping Beauty, I might title the lesson that Sleeping Beauty. But we see that's how Israel has played the harlot against Yahweh Shai. And through this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, we know now that it's high time to wake out of sleep. This is Romans 13 and verse 11. And knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. Right. because we see that we were going off. We see all of the bad. We see all of, matter of fact, I believe it's Abba Bivens who says, beautifully put, we learn in all the bad so we can come back to righteousness, and come back into rulership. That's what this book is all about. And so Romans 13:11 again, and that knowing the time, because we see that the days are evil, right? And the Lord is on his way, showing his wrath, he's pissed off. Knowing the time, that is now high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believe. Okay? This is not the time to to play about this word, to what does the scripture say? Terry, let me get that. If I can find it. I believe it's I can't find it. But yeah, I'm gonna close out with something to definitely meditate on. And keep in mind as we're waking up out of this sleep. A lot of this truth has gone to the four corners of the earth, man. A lot of even the other nations, are waking up to who we are and our rightful office among the earth, because the whole earth is mourning. And again, we're adorning ourselves to be worthy of the marriage, to be joint heirs under Yahweh Shai, King David, that the house of David, and the 144. We building ourselves up to be in that space, and found blameless, in that day. Lord will we endure. This is John 12:34 in the GNT. The people answered him, "We have heard from the law that Yahushua Hamashiach abideth forever. And how sayest thou, the Son of Man must be lifted up? Who is the Son of Man?" We know that that's Yahushua, right? Right. Khan. Verse 35. This was the point I wanted to get. Then Yahushua said unto them, "Yet a little while is the light with you. Walk while ye have the light." And that's what we have to do day in and day out. Fight no matter what we're up against. It's tough out here, but again, while we have this precious light within us, this knowledge or wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man, these everlasting waters, right? We're able to parry, dodge, and stay clear or out of the way of these fiery darts. Okay. Yet a little while is the light with you. Walk while ye have the light, lest darkness come upon you. For he walketh in darkness, knoweth not whither he goeth. We don't want to be that valley of dry bones. We don't want to be we don't want to play the harlot anymore, In closing, verse 35, while ye have the light, believe in the light, that ye may be children of the light. These things spoke Yahushua and departed and hid himself from them, right? And again, the Lord, hey man, we went into this last captivity, man. The Lord hid himself. So to be amongst that light is precious, man, and it's not to be taken lightly. Pun intended. All right. But hey, I pray you all were edified, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And I'm going to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakwadash. The water to the elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well, double honors. And shalom to you, hopeful elect you brothers out there, you Akim, and a few Aqua, tuning in, listening, praying, fasting, and fighting in good faith. All right, shalom, Kwam Yasharahla.